So, Batman is easily DC's most marketable character. I mean, he's everywhere. And recently, I've been thinking about the character a lot. I've been reading a bunch of comics about him, like the newest Batman and Robin run, Absolute Batman, Batman Face to Face, and even the absolutely horrid sequel that is Batman The Dark Knight Strikes Back. Frank Miller, Dark Knight Returns is one of the greatest comics ever! Where did it go wrong? I recently watched The Batman, replayed all of the Arkham Trilogy, and I played Season 2 of the Telltale Batman game, The Enemy Within. Yeah, I've been consuming a lot of Batman media, but there's been an itch. We still know basically nothing about the DCU Batman. So today, I'm creating my own DCU Batman trilogy, but I'm going to use the things we already know about the trilogy. The first movie is called The Brave and the Bold, Damian Wayne is the main Robin. That's literally all we know. 2 things. So, grab your popcorn, your slushie, your Batman popsicle, your limited edition Dora the Explorer fruit snacks, your Christmas cookies, because this video is gonna be crazy. So, let's start off with the first movie, Batman the Brave and the Bold. This is gonna be all about the relationship between Bruce Wayne and his son, Damian Wayne. And I was thinking about this, what villain would have close ties to Damian? Oh yeah, he has a grandpa. The main villain of this movie will be Ra's al Ghul, and the second main villain will be Damian's mom, Talia al Ghul. These 2 characters have very close bonds to the 2 main characters, so they're perfect for this movie. Ra's as the main villain can be a physical, mental, and intellectual threat, while Talia can show what position Damian can be if he works for his grandpa. Except, these aren't the only villains. That's right, I'm adding 2 more villains. The first one is the Joker. Look, I know he's very overused, but he'll only have like 5 minutes of screen time. He'll just be seen when Batman and Robin visit Arkham Asylum. Why did they go there, you might ask? Because the last villain in this movie is Mr. Freeze. Freeze is probably my favorite Batman villain, him or Scarecrow, but he actually wouldn't be in a villain position. He'd be helping Batman and Robin since he could learn about the stuff of the Lazarus Pit with his freeze signals and stuff. Although just like Arkham City, Mr. Freeze will just randomly decide to fight Batman, so that's great. The next character that will be in the movie is Commissioner Gordon. He won't serve much to the plot, you just kinda need him in a Batman movie, and he could have some funny interactions with Damian. Now, it's time to talk about the Bat family. First up, you got the GOAT, Alfred. He'll be the emotional core of the movie, and he'll teach Damian Wayne a lot of life lessons, like to shut up sometimes. Another person in the movie is Oracle. That's right, Barbara would have already lost her legs in this. Oracle will be in this movie a lot, because she'll be on comms for a lot of the movie. Now, I'm happy to say that a key player in the movie will be Tim Drake. Thank you. Tim Drake is probably the most underrated comic character ever. You heard me. Also, he won't be Red Robin or Drake. He'll still just be Robin. And just so you know, it's not confusing. Nobody cares when there's like 5 Flashes and hundreds of Green Lanterns, but everyone gets mad when there's 2 Robins? Tim will be a main player of the detective side of the movie and solves a lot of mysteries of the League of Assassins. Also, he'll have some beef with Damian until around the end of the movie. The last character to talk about is my favorite Bat family member, Nightwing. He won't be the biggest part of the movie since I think he should have his own movies in the DCU and be a main character in the Teen Titans movies. He'll probably have around 10 minutes of screen time in the movie, but he'll be the big brother to Damian. Also, if you're wondering why I didn't talk about Jason Todd, he's actually not in this movie, but you'll see why soon. So now it's time to talk about the plot. The League of Assassins plan to destroy Gotham City as punishment since Damian decided to go with Batman instead of being a member of the League. In the end, the heroes don't stop the League, Ra's just takes a deal to leave Gotham for good, but there is a post-credit scene. We see Ra's al Ghul just hanging out and a ninja walks up to him, wondering if Batman will get stronger and come after the League, and Ra's says, for now, we'll forget about the Bat. Soon, he'll be dealing with the man under the red hood. Now that is how you do a post-credits scene. Now, it's time to talk about the second movie of the trilogy, Batman Under the Red Hood. Now, normally, for a Hollywood movie like this, Red Hood would not be the main villain, but instead there would be another person pulling the strings, think Arkham Knight. But in this movie, Red Hood will be the main villain. it's time to talk about some of the new characters in this movie, and oh yeah, this is the first Batman movie where Batman is a part of the Justice League. Just just wanted to put that out there. The first character to talk about is the main villain, Red Hood. He'll be more violent towards Batman than in the comic because he'll blame Batman for him dying, and he'll see that Tim Drake became Robin just 1 month after Jason dying. Another villain in the movie is Black Mask. He'll have some serious beef with Red Hood, and he's the comic relief of the movie. Now, I said how this is the first Batman movie where Batman is a Justice Leaguer, so we can put in someone who was in the Under the Red Hood comic, and that is Amazo. He can basically copy the powers of any superhero, and he'll just be in an action scene with Batman and Nightwing, just like the comic. Now, let's talk about some returning characters. Joker will be a bigger character than in the first movie. Red Hood will have him hostage, and he'll be in another part of the movie that I'll talk about later. Oracle is back as the girl in the chair, and Damian will keep asking questions about Jason Todd, which Batman won't answer. Tim Drake will once again be a big part of the movie, and Red Hood will even hold him hostage. Commissioner Gordon will have a bit more to do, and Nightwing will be heartbroken about Jason. Now, it's time for the story. Red Hood will do a lot of things that can basically make him the kingpin of crime. Also, Batman learns Jason's identity right out of the gate since everyone and their grandma knows his identity. There will be a lot of flashbacks of Jason Todd as Robin, and in these, Batman will wear his iconic blue suit with the yellow logo. Just so you know, in this trilogy, Batman wears basically the Hush suit. One of the flashbacks is when Joker beats Jason. I want to give Damian more to do since he's basically the second main character of the trilogy, so a major side plot is him meeting with Ra's al Ghul since he wants answers of how Jason comes back, and Ra's will say it's because of the Lazarus Pit. Of course, I wanted Damian to go see Ra's instead of Batman to give Damian more to do in the movie, but I also wanted to do it to show that he genuinely cares, and that shows he's changed between this movie and the first one. In the final showdown, Red Hood has the Joker and Tim Drake as hostages in one of Joker's old bases, and Batman and Damian have to free them by doing tasks while criminals are attacking them, and Oracle is on comms. If you're wondering where Nightwing is, he got injured because of Amazo. Eventually, the dynamic duo frees Tim and Joker, and tons of GCPD officers are outside, and Red Hood uses smoke grenades to escape, and the movie ends soon after that. The post-credits scene of this movie won't be as important as the last one, but it'll show another flashback of Bruce and Jason just having a good time with each other. With making these two films, ideas came easy for me. Ra's al Ghul is Damian's grandpa, so let's have him be the main villain of the first movie. The Bat family is a big part of the trilogy, and Red Hood's story is intertwined with the League of Assassins. He's Batman's greatest failure, so Red Hood should be the main villain of the second movie. But for this third one, I had some trouble finding the main villain. Who could be a major threat to this trilogy while also pushing the plot? But then I thought, what if there's another part of the League of Assassins we haven't seen before? What if there's something so crazy that people would be on the edge of their seats? Well, I think I know what to do. This is Batman: The Fear Within. Now, the main villain will be Scarecrow, and you might be thinking, what does he have to do with the League of Assassins besides in Batman Begins? Well, this is kind of a different take on Scarecrow. Jonathan Crane was actually a part of the League, but not as a ninja or something like that. He would test the Lazarus Pit. Every week, he would use it, and it made him go insane. He fled the League of Assassins, and he made fear toxins so that he wouldn't be the only person in pain. We'll get to the character's fears when I talk about the plot. In the movie, Scarecrow actually leads a breakout at Arkham Asylum, so the side villains of this movie are Joker, Harley Quinn, Two-Face, Poison Ivy, and Mad Hatter. I know there's a lot of villains, but most of these guys won't even be in the movie that long. Some other villains we see at Arkham is Mr. Freeze, Bane, Man-Bat, and Riddler. A returning character will be Red Hood. While everyone is engulfed in fear toxin, he has to try to make an antidote to cure everyone, and he learns the value of being a hero. I'm not going to talk about any other returning character because I'll discuss them in the plot. The movie starts with a flashback of Scarecrow's past, and we get the breakout at Arkham. Batman, Damian, Tim, and Nightwing are all there with Oracle as the girl in the chair once again. They meet Scarecrow, and without knowing, he puts fear toxin in all four of them. Then we get some detective stuff with Batman investigating an old League of Assassins base that Two-Face took over, and he learns more about Scarecrow. After that, everyone's at the Batcave chillin' when they all get visions of their worst fears. Alfred then rushes, trying to help them medically, but Oracle knows who they have to work with to take down Scarecrow. Oracle contacts Red Hood. So there's a side plot of him going after Scarecrow while dealing with the Joker and Harley Quinn, and he learns to not kill Joker. Now, let's get into the character's fears, starting with Nightwing. In the Nightwing movies, Batman says that he doesn't want Dick Grayson being like him, so Nightwing's fear is that he'll end up just like Batman, being held back by his pain and pushing everyone away for the mission. It's now time for Tim Drake, and this fear is what he struggles with in the Young Justice comics, and that is survivor's guilt. His fear is that everyone he cares about will die and he'll just be on his own. For Damian Wayne, his fear is that he'll become just like his grandpa, a bloodthirsty killer who can't stop killing and wants to live forever. Now, Batman is the crazy one. His fear starts with 8-year-old Bruce Wayne with his parents walking out of the movie theater, and the movie was about a character named Zorro. Bruce's dad says that Zorro belongs in Arkham. Once a criminal comes over and shoots both of Bruce's parents, the criminal runs away, but Bruce's dad says his last words. He will try to say Zorro in Arkham, but Bruce mishears him and thinks he said Zur and R. When Bruce first became Batman, Zur and R has been in his head the entire time, and he's Batman if he completely got rid of Bruce Wayne. If Zur ever took over Bruce's mind, he would start killing criminals and only focus on the mission. Eventually, Red Hood gets an antidote from Mad Hatter and everyone is cured but broken. The final fight with the Bat family and Scarecrow happens somewhere in Gotham, but Scarecrow has the help of a bunch of Batman villains who escaped Arkham. Everyone I said earlier. Everyone is firing on all cylinders. Wait, I don't even know what that means. But eventually, Scarecrow is the last villain standing. Batman grabs him, but something happens. Zur-En-Arrh starts to take control. Batman throws him on the ground, punching him over and over again. And he's smiling. The Bat family tells him to stop, and Batman looks over at them, but something has changed. His white eyes are gone, and instead, it's his regular eyes. However, they're yellow. Batman keeps on punching Scarecrow, and he's about to do the finishing blow, but then, Nightwing grabs his arm. He looks at the Bat family, and we take a look inside Bruce's mind, and Zur begins to fade away. And in the real world, the yellow eyes aren't there anymore, it's the white eyes again. The movie ends with Batman and Robin running from rooftop to rooftop, grappling, until it's the final shot. And yeah, that's my custom DCU Batman trilogy. It was really fun coming up with the ideas and seeing what happens in the story. So I hope you enjoy this, and it's outro time! So yeah, I hope you enjoyed that video. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, all that stuff. Jesus is king, and I'll see y'all in the next one!
I am the glob glow gab galab, the schwabble double wabble gabble flibber blabber blab. I'm full of schwibble glibber kind. I am the yeast of thoughts and minds. Schwabble dabble glibber glabber schwibble schwab glab. Nibble double shwibble schwabble glibber glab schwab. Schwabble dabble glibber glabber schwibble schwab dab. Nibble double shwibble schwabble glibber schwab glab. Ooh, ha ha ha, splendid.